Ladies and gentlemen, Rlcs Major Day 3 has officially ended, and I have no words. I have absolutely no words. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into what happened. We had 4 incredible series. First one of the day, Gentlemates versus Gen.G. Gentlemates, of course, securing the #1 seed. The #1 seed from Swiss. But Gen.G, even though they secured the #8 seed, they still look pretty good. They still look pretty good. Of course, they didn't have the best Swiss. They lost a couple games, lost a couple matches. But overall, still a good team. Still a #2 team from NA. People wondering how they're going to do. How they going to do? Okay. Well, they start out here. First game, Gentlemates, pretty clean win for them. It was a close game. It was pretty clean. Second game, more or less the same thing. Honestly, Gentlemates were kind of cooking both these first 2 games versus Gen.G, and there wasn't really that much that Gen.G were able to do. It kind of felt like their defense lacked a lot. It kind of felt like not really finding each other on the pitch. NA fans around the world were screaming in terror because they just thought NA was finished at this point. They thought NA was finished. But towards the end of this game, Gen.G started bouncing back a little bit. Jack started to play a little bit better. And I think overall, as we'll see with the rest of the series, Jack, I think, was overall their best player. Chronic as well, I thought, was doing pretty good. And FK as well. Honestly, all 3 played well, but I think Jack overall was their best player. Now, they did end up losing this game. They lost the first 2 games. But after that, they call a timeout. They do call a timeout. They got Illusion right there as the coach. And they're trying to see, okay, can we bounce back? Can we bounce back? Because we want to make top 4. This is top 8. Is a crowd right here. By the way, the whole venue, incredible. It's kind of, some people say it's a little bit small, maybe, but the look of everything is insane. It was so cool. It was so cool. So, okay, they call a timeout. How did they do in the next game? Well, let me show you. So, first of all, they're going for all this crazy stuff right here. Open net right there for Chronic, basically. Slots that. Okay, good stuff. Chronic scores. Ooh. Okay, first killer to Jack. Jack scores that. Okay, 2-0. Okay, turning it around a little bit. That's what you like to see if you're an NA fan. Ooh, 3-0 right there. FK, what's he do right here? Because I touched out the ball. No defense right there. Okay. Listen, don't take that. Listen, you keep going. Couple close calls right here. Jack scores a 4th goal for Gen.G this game. The timeout buff is that real? It's that strong? I guess so. And hey, listen, that's not even the last one. Chronic throws one more, making it 5-0 in game 3 for Gen.G. Now, I was doing a watch party. I was watching this and I was like, is NA back? Is NA saved? Let's hold on, see what happens. Now, I believe game 4 is more or less the same thing. Game 4, Gen.G ended up winning it 4-1. Wow. But, we saw the time buff work for Gen.G. After game 4, Gentlemates do call the timeout, and game 5 ends up being a really close game, going to OT. Okay, going to OT. Very close. We'll see how this OT goes. 10 seconds in, it's a 2-2 game. Who's going to clutch up? Is it Gen.G or is it Gentlemates? Let's see, Jack. Okay, going for, air dribble bump maybe? Ooh, okay, Juicy saves it, but FK's there for the shot top left corner, and it goes in. Right there. I mean, classic Apjack play, going for the bump. And Juicy, when it's like a 1v2 position like that, it's so tough. It's always so tough. And Gentlemates extend their lead. In fact, wait, no, sorry. Gen.G, they don't even extend their lead. Gen.G take the lead. 3-2 in the series. 3-2 in the series. Now, game 6, I'm gonna be honest, goes the way of Gentlemates. Game 6 is a close game, goes the way of Gentlemates. Game 7, to decide who will make top 4. Is it Itachi, Juicy, and Seiko? Or is it Apjack, Chronic, and First Killer? This game was a doozy. It was back and forth the whole entire game. First half of the game, it was like literally one goal might win it all, And we're watching this and we're like, okay, what's gonna happen? How's Chronic doing? How's Apjack doing? How's First Killer doing? Was he able to do something here? Ooh, okay. Apjack No one's back? No defense? No defense? Itachi gets that first goal right there. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. After a little slow to that, and then no one else is back. No one else is back. Okay, okay. Chronic, could he have saved that? I'm not sure, maybe. Who knows? But, alright, alright. Still plenty of time left. Still plenty of time left. Can Gen.G tie it up? Can they tie it up? We'll see. We'll see, you know? Oh. Yeah, not quite. I'm gonna be honest, Itachi was cooking. Itachi was absolutely cooking this series. Felt like every goal, every assist, every play, he's just always there. He's always like involved in the play. I think he had really high goal participation. And it just felt like everything that they're succeeding with all stemmed from Itachi. All stemmed from Itachi. And they end up 2-0 in this game. Now, it's not over though. Look at this kickoff right here. Jack kind of is like, it was a bit of an interesting kickoff. I kind of want to watch it one more time. We see it right here. We kind of have Psycho hard cheating Jack. I'm not sure if they got lucky. I'm not sure if they planned that out, but hey, it works. And they're back in this game. They only have to score one more to win it all. Or one more to tie it up. And so we're watching here. Last few seconds left. Can Gen.G tie it up? Can they do something? Maybe 0 seconds? Maybe 0 seconds. Let's see what happens. Okay, 0 seconds right here. Wait, oh. And it's over. It's over for Gen.G. Gen.G unfortunately sent home after this. If you're an NA fan, unlucky, unlucky. But if you're an EU fan, if you're a Gentlemates fan, what a performance from them. I mean, a lot of people doubted this team. A lot of people didn't even have them top 8, including myself. I'm gonna be straight up. I didn't have them top 8. Mostly because I wanted to have Luminosity top 8 for fun, but they make top 8, or they make top 4, and Gen.G unfortunately eliminated. If you want to see, this is the game scores there. A very close series, honestly, really good. Could have gone either way. One of the closest series of the day. Now we're gonna go next to another pretty close series. BDS versus G2. Now, BDS G2 first game, honestly, it wasn't a bad game. It was a 4-minute OT where BDS ended up winning it. So fair play to them. Good stuff from them right there. Second game though. Second game. Was it the same thing? Was it different? We'll see what happens here. Okay. Atomic, a little touch right there. Beast mode. Maybe get a clear right here. Okay. Ooh, Drali's there though. Going for a double touch. Can he score that? And he will score that. And in fact, they kept scoring. 3-0 for them. It ends up as the game ends as a 4-0 victory for them. Monkey Moon scores a 4 goals there for BDS, and it's a little scary. It's a little scary as a G2 fan, as an NA fan. You know, are they gonna come back? Is G2 gonna come back? Is this over? BDS won the first 2 games, but listen, remember in that Gen.G series, Gen.G took the timeout and then they won 3 games in a row. G2 after this game also take a timeout. And G2 after this game also win some games. We go into game 3 right here. Okay, how's game 3 gonna go? Beast mode. Getting a little flip reset pass right there down to Daniel. Daniel shoots that top left. Monkey Moon can't defend it. He can't defend it. And G2, this is actually the only goal scored in this entire game. And they win game 3. Okay. Okay, good stuff. Game 4 can do the same thing? I think they do. Game 4, they do the same thing. Okay, fair enough. Game 5 can do the same thing? They do as well. Game 4, actually, G2 won 2-0. And Game 5, G2 won 1-0. So it's 3 games in a row where they literally perfect sweep. Or they're like shutting out BDS, I should say. Game 6, I can confirm it was not a shutout. Definitely not a shutout. If we look right here, what's going to happen here? What's going to happen here? BDS leading 2-1 in this game, game 6. Can G2 ice up? Can they do something? Daniel, ooh, okay, scores that goal. Okay, just a normal goal for Daniel, though, right? Normal goal, tying it up 2-2. I'm going to tell you right here, it was not a normal goal. Look at this touch right here, down into that double touch right there. Pass Drali, what can he do? What can he do? There's really nothing he can do about that. That's an insane shot. Might be the shot of the tournament so far. I mean, honestly, that was incredible. That was truly an incredible play. And look at this, Daniel securing it. 3-2 right here. In fact, 3-2 to win the series. They end up winning this series right here. G2 historically have struggled against French teams. They always lose 4-1 against French teams. Think about Season 7 finals. G2 lost to Vitality 4-1. You think about Season 21-22 finals. They lost to BDS 4-1. You think about last season World Championship playoff match in the same position right here. They lost to BDS 4-1. But guess what? This series, G2 were able to ice up. They win 4-2. Daniel popping off. Daniel looked incredible today. Daniel looked so good today. Beast Mode looked really good. Atomic didn't have to do as much, but he was fine. He was honestly chilling. BDS, not a bad performance from them, but G2 just outclassed them today. And it was like, wow. It was just like, look at this. 1-0, 2-0, 1-0, and 32 right there. Wow. Shout out G2, man. They're in the top 4. Here to save NA. Here to save NA. Obviously, Gen.G was out. They lost, but G2 makes it through. No more NA teams playing on the day, so G2 the only team to make top 4 from NA. But listen, I was happy to watch. I was happy to watch. Now, Vitality, FURIA. If you're a FURIA fan, you kind of want to just forget this series. I'm going to be honest with you. The series, a lot of it was literally this guy right here, Radosin, popping off, scoring literally everything. It was actually nuts seeing how good Radosin played this series. It's like, Radosin's the kind of guy where it's like, even how, it doesn't matter how much he pops off, he's always going to have people underrating him. There's always going to be people saying that, oh, he needs to be kicked, blah, 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 he's not good, whatever. But today, he was the best player for Vitality. At the World Championships, he was the best player for Vitality. It's just Radosin cooking. It's just Radosin cooking. And I'll be honest, Vitality won this series 4-1. It wasn't that close. Like, it was like the games individually were a little bit close. But the reality was, Vitality just cooked. Zen was playing well, Alpha not playing too bad. But FURIA just couldn't get their offense working. And it was pretty weird because like FURIA had the best offense coming into the playoffs. But Vitality just shut them down. They shut them down really well. It was just a clean dub right there. A clean dub for Vitality. Now we're going to the main event. Karmine Corp versus Falcons. A lot of people saying, oh, this should have been the grand finals. They're saying that how we have this first round of playoffs. And I'm going to be honest, this series, I've said this many times during these recaps, pure cinema. Now, game 1 went KC's way. I think they won it like 4-0 or something. 4-0. It was wasn't that close. Falcons were a little bit struggling a little bit. I think their game plan, they weren't really able to like do what they wanted to do. Okay, that's fine, right? Game 2, 0-0. Go into a potential overtime right here. Rise with a touch right there. Okay. Vatira trying to fakes it out. Oh, a Tau. Vatira, a Tau. They pull a Falcons. They fake the ball right there on 0 seconds. A Tau top right corner. RW9 not able to save that. And KC lead this series 2-0. But listen. The name of the game, the story that we've all been saying. What happens when you take that time out after game 2? I'm gonna be honest. Taking that time out works really well. Taking the time out works really, really well. Okay, let's see. Revolves in the air. Does he do much with that? Let's see. Ooh, TRK. Ooh, double touch for TRK right there. And this goal kind of opened the floodgates a little bit. For Falcons. Because before this, they looked kind of flat. They looked like just not really able to score. And this was the first goal they even scored the whole series. And after this, I mean, it's literally like, it felt like just the same exact thing happening over and over again. They kept on scoring. They kept on scoring a little bit. You look at this shot right here from Rawaz. What exactly happened here? I kind of forget. Let me see. Rawaz, a little flick. Not the best defense. Oh, yeah, not the best defense there. Tau kind of going a little too quickly there for himself. And Rawaz able to secure that goal. And I believe they score one more goal this game as well. Again, Rawaz Rawaz, absolutely cooking today. He was cooking overall. I think this whole entire LAN, he had a Clears, TRK, everyone performing well. But today Rawaz showed up big, and TRK as well showed up very, very big. It's just a nice play right there. Clears going for a bump at Tau, not able to defend against that. It's tough, it's tough. And Falcons, okay. You think about this story, right? You think about this storyline with Falcons and KC. Now, game 5. Falcons tie it up, right? They tie up this series, making it to game 5. The storyline is really interesting because on one side, you have TRK, who lost to Rise and Vatira at the London 22-23 major. Wait, 21-22 major. I think that was a spring major, and it was devastating for TRK losing. Could have got his title, could have become a LAN champion. Now TRK trying to get his revenge. Can he do it? Kalir is going for a shot right there. Rise not able to save that, and it goes into the net. It goes into the net. Okay. Now it's still 5 seconds left though. And we saw KC, they already scored a 0-second goal earlier. Can they score another one? We'll see. I mean, one thing that was very interesting about today, that there were a lot of kickoff shenanigans. And we see right there, they're trying to fake that kickoff. It does not bode too well for them. It does not bode too well for them. But KC, I thought Vitality doing stuff, Falcons were doing stuff. Everyone was trying out some really interesting kickoffs today. We saw a lot of bot kickoffs. A lot of bot kickoffs that we might see later on, where it's 2 players go for on the diagonal kickoff, 2 players go for it. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We'll see. But Falcons do end up taking game 5 and end up leading in the series. Clear scores another one right there. Pretty nice shot right there. Double touch on 0 seconds. And I mean, I gotta say, I was watch partying this and I was just like, literally my hands, like my face was like this the whole entire time. I'm a big Falcons fan. I'm a big Falcons fan. You know, these boys from Saudi Arabia. It's fun to root for them, the Middle Eastern boys. And my God, the series. Oh, it absolutely delivered. Now we're in OT. We're here in OT in game 6. Game 6 was actually a really back and forth game. It was really back and forth. I wasn't sure who was going to win this game. I was so scared. I was on the edge of my seat. Could Falcons secure this? But hey, they make it to an overtime. Wait, sorry, I did not mean to do that. They make it to an overtime. And it was a very close overtime. Overall, right? Vati didn't really have to do that much on KC's side. Mostly the KC offense, for until this point, was pretty much all Rise. It was pretty much all Rise. Atao, looked like the best player online. He didn't do that much. He showed up a little bit in this game. He scored a couple goals, but he didn't really do that much. Vati as well felt like he didn't really have to do that much. It was mostly just Rise popping off on offense literally the whole series. And that was the only reason why KC even had 2 goals, or 2 games, I should say. But then this game, like I said, Atao started to step up a little bit more. He gained possession way more times. He was able to secure a couple of goals for himself, actually, in this game. And for Falcons, I mean, their defense was looking good. But sometimes it's hard to defend against some world-class shots from players that are world-class players. And as I was watch partying this, right, I was like, please, Kalir, score this right now. Please go in. It doesn't go in. And we're looking around. It's like, what's going to happen? When is this OT going to end? And Atao makes a statement right there. The ground pinch. You got the flip reset as well. The ground pinch, 117 kph bottom right corner. How can you defend against that? I was mind blown seeing that. I was mind blown. Obviously, they're playing in front of the EU crowd. There's a blue wall there as well. A blue wall? There is the blue wall. Supporting KC. Okay. Game 7. First minute of this game, we don't have to watch. KC just kind of cooked a little bit. It was not really what you want to see as a Falcons fan. As a Falcons fan, it just felt very devastating. But Falcons were able to cook up a little bit. Falcons were able to cook up a little bit and get a goal back for themselves right here. Okay, 3:43 left on the clock. Plenty of time left. Nice demo right there. It's a goal for TRK. Kaliers, you know, he was actually a little bit quiet on the offense itself, but he got a lot of demos. He was being very disruptive. He was playing a very chaotic role, and it was actually working quite well. But for Falcons, I mean, you gotta think, right? Their biggest source of offense for today was Kaliers, by far. Kaliers was scoring monumental goals, scoring so much. And okay, wait, it's open net. Ooh, TRK, okay. Tying up 2-2. Now, at this point, bro, I was moving around. I was like, what is going on? Are you serious right now? 2-2. Is it happening? Is Falcons gonna upset the #1 team in the world? And some people saying, wait, isn't even an upset because Falcons actually beat them 2 days ago. And fair enough. I mean, it's a great argument right there. Falcons, they already beat this team. And they're trying to beat them again. But when you're in front of a crowd, when you're in the playoffs, best of 7, it's different. Look at that save right there from Clips. I thought that surely was a goal, no doubt. But that's just a save. That's just a save. And the rest of this game, oh my god. Oh my god. I think I cried. I think I shouted. I think I was incredibly happy, incredibly sad. Different moments. This game, the emotions, if you've watched this live, I definitely recommend watching the VOD back as well. If you're watching this for the first time here. The casting was elite. Everything was elite in this series. A lot of people were saying this might be the best series of all time. And that goes one of the reasons why right there. A beautiful play right there. TRK to Rawaz, right to Kaliers. And then Rawaz able to finish it up. KC, how can you predict? How can you predict? And Falcons, half the game left. 3-2 for them. Can they take this series? Now, very interesting kickoff. Okay, faking the diagonal kickoff. Does it work out for them, though? I mean, they're still losing. A little bit of possession here, but is it enough? Is it enough? Okay. What's going on right here? What's going on? Vatira. Now, this game is very crazy. Atao ends up tying it up 3-3 with 1:52 left on the clock. And at this point, I was shaking in my boots. It was honestly just like, okay. Falcons, just hold the defense. You don't have to get scored on. You don't have to get scored on. All you need is 1 goal, and you win. You make it to the top 4. And now, I'm going to be honest, I'm also a KC fan. It's just I'm a little bit more of a Falcons fan, so I was a little bit biased watching this. But KC, their story is also very interesting, you know, coming together, Vati crafting a new team, getting his former teammate Rise to join him, and then picking up one of the best prospects in EU, Atao. But on the other hand, you got Falcons. And it's like Rawaz and Kaliers, the twins. They made top 4 at the Boston Major, their first ever event. Longest OT and Rocket League LAN history. But they lose to Vitality. And you see there's so many close opportunities right there. I thought they could have scored that for sure. Atao is going to score this one right here. What a save right there. My god, the goosebumps that I got during this series. Insane. And Rise. Can't be scoring that one. Can't be scoring that one. And I didn't even mention TRK. I mentioned the way that he's trying to get... Wait. Okay. The way that he was trying to get revenge. But even besides that, he ended up leaving Ahmad and Khalid, you know, last second. Khalid got kicked before Gamers 8 to pick up Nupo. But then TRK gets this opportunity to team with the twins, and he does it. But at this moment, you gotta be thinking, was it worth it? Are they gonna be able to tie it up against KC, a team that just scored on you 25 seconds left? Rise scoring, like I mentioned earlier. Rise did so much. Making it 4-3 now. Are they going to be able to keep this lead, though? Keeping a lead sometimes one of the hardest things you can do in Rocket League. Getting a lead sometimes not that hard, but keeping the lead, that's tough, especially against a team as strong as Falcons. 10 seconds left. Are Karmine Corp going to defeat Falcons? Or can Falcons do anything right here? Rawaz? Hey, yo, wait, TRK? Double touch? Double touch? Wait, no. And that is it. And that is it. KC, secure top 4. You see Rise right there. Fair play to him. I mean, he gets the win right there. He looked like the best player on the pitch for sure. And wow, the blue wall. Gotta be so proud, man. EU fans. Fair play. Sorry, I was live streaming this whole entire event today. But fair play to them. They make it through to the top 4. They do it in fantastic fashion. Honestly, I thought the winner of this series would win the LAN for sure. And the way that KC looked that series, they got the best warm-up for Championship Sunday possible. And the reality is, our top 4, this is, by the way, this is the result right here. The top 4, right here. Gentlemates, Alpine versus Karmine Corp, Vitality versus G2. And I gotta be honest, I don't know who's winning this. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow what happens. It's gonna be a banger. It's gonna start at 1 p.m. EST. First touch is doing a pre-show though at 12 p.m. EST. These two matches, oh my god, gonna be cinema. Personally, I would love to see an NA versus EU final. Maybe a KCG2 final. That's the one I predicted before the event started. It could be cool. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm excited. I'm excited to watch tomorrow. I'm excited just for Rocket League in general. I think the future of the esport is so bright. And it'll be fun to see who can secure the W tomorrow. Let me know who you guys think is going to win. Gentlemates, Karmine Corp, Vitality, or G2. We'll see tomorrow. Take care, everyone.